Hi, good morning. My name is Father Rayappa. I'm going to read Laudato Si, Pope Francis's encyclical on environment. I'm going to read paragraph number 240. Actually, it is in the last chapter of Laudato Si, which is titled Ecological Education and Spirituality. And in the subtitle, number 7, which reads that Trinity and the relationship between creatures. So I already read for you paragraphs number 238 and 239 yesterday, today morning 240, in which Pope Francis discusses about and explains about Trinitarian dynamism. Trinitarian dynamism. So Pope Francis feels that every creature has the Trinitarian structure and also permeated by Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. God is present. God in all in God. In other words, it is called panentheism. Panentheism means God is present everywhere and everything. That is a very old concept of maybe borrowed from Hinduism. And there are two words here that we have to differentiate, otherwise we will end up in confusion. One is pantheism. Pantheism means we worship nature. For example, in India, cow is God, snake is God, and monkeys, God. But this is Eastern spirituality. Most of the Eastern religions, they are pantheistic. Actually, that is how people come to the knowledge of sacredness. God is present in creation. So these cultures were nurtured for the past almost half a millennia, and people developed a tight relationship with the nature and with spirituality. But monotheistic religions, like 2000 years back, they demytholized nature. And they told there is only one God and pantheism is wrong. So they rejected the notion of Eastern idea of ecological spirituality, and they proposed one God. So, but Western notion of ecological spirituality today has come renewed, and eco-theology and eco-spirituality is the thrust of the monotheistic religions, and they are finding a lot of text from the Bible also to come to terms. Those texts help the monotheistic religions to come to terms with Eastern spirituality. So, one of the contender of this spirituality is named panentheism, which means God in all in God. In this dimension, monkey is not a God, but God is present in the monkey. And the monkey is also present in God. Snake is not the God, but God is present in the snake, and snake is also in the God. God in all in God. So that is the meaning of panentheism. All in God, God in all. So probably that is what we will feel when I read this paragraph number 240 from Laudato Si. Pope is telling that is Trinitarian dynamism is in every creature. How uh, one God and three persons, we call that is a divine model, and God has envisioned and also created the physical world in the same model. So, one God, three persons means they are always together, they act together in union, and they live together in their existence, and they think together. Even though there are three persons, there is harmony. Everything is bound up in the context of ultimate, universal compassion. So actually, it becomes one. Everything is one, from the microscopic bacteria to all the way to God. It's all one entity, cosmos. So always any notion of separatedness is an illusion. Cartesian dualism is melted inside out. It's all over. So we are all God, humans and others, and creation. We exist together. That is heaven. When there is rupture in these relationships, probably that is the hell. So let me read the paragraph for you. I think you need to listen to Pope Francis, because the text, the original text, whenever I read the text from the source, that makes sense, and also we can interpret things in the light of faith. Sometimes when I explain, probably I change a lot of things. Probably I end up in a heresy, who knows. But it's only a eager to explain, but probably we end up in heresy. So let me read paragraph number 240, okay, from the Laudato Si, Pope Francis encyclical on environment. Pope writes as follows: the divine persons are subsistent relations, and the world created according to the divine model is a web of relationships. Creatures tend towards God, and in turn it is proper to every living being to tend towards other things, so that throughout the universe we can find any number of constant and secretly interwoven relationships. This leads us not only to marvel at the manifold connections existing among creatures, but also to discover a key to our own fulfilment. The human person grows more, matures more, and is sanctified more to the extent that he or she enters into relationships, going out from themselves to live in communion with God, with others, and with all creatures. In this way, they make their own that trinitarian dynamism which God imprinted in them when they were created. Everything is interconnected, and this invites us to develop a spirituality of that global solidarity which flows from the mystery of the Trinity. So that concludes the subtopic number 7, Trinity and the relationship between creatures. So there were beautiful words used by Pope Francis, like Trinitarian communion, Trinitarian structure, Trinitarian key, Trinitarian dynamism. It's also beautiful, and we all come from Trinity. and we are traveling towards Trinity. That is the beginning and the end of our, or culmination of our existence. And thank you and have a nice day. Bye.